Hi students, welcome to our channel Physics Concepts by Ali sir. And today in session we are going to discuss about boiling and latent heat of vaporization and latent heat of fusion. Then now first of all let us see what is meant by boiling. And before going to learn about boiling, now let us see once let's discuss about evaporation. What is meant by evaporation? So evaporation is a phenomena of converting liquid state to gaseous state, isn't it? Liquid state to gaseous state. So here then this is evaporation. Now let us take any one beaker, and inside of that one now let us take water. Now let us start heating this one. Then what will happen? Slowly the water temperature, and just keep one thermometer here, and so you find the temperature also, and so you can find, you can identify the measure the temperature of the water with the help of thermometer. Now you supply heat going on, the temperature of water is going on increasing 10, 20, and finally it reaches to the 100 degrees Celsius. At 100 degrees Celsius you can notice that this water is converting into the vapor state. This is water is converting into the water vapor. So here water vapor, and this is what is this one? This is a liquid state, this is a gaseous state. And so the process of this water is turning into the gaseous state by supplying a heat, so by supplying energy. This process is called it as evaporation. The process of converting a liquid state into gaseous state at a constant temperature or at a fixed temperature. What is the temperature for water? Generally water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Do you understand what is meant by the temperature? This is see here, once we are supplying heat, then it is happening, and because of when we are supplying external energy, the liquid is converting into the gaseous state. Now let us take more further about this. So the first one, what is this one is happening, and this is happening at a fixed temperature, isn't it? At a fixed temperature. And afterwards now let us see then which molecules are getting evaporated. Now let us see this one again. And when we are supplying heat, then what will happen? Now let us take three molecules, and here is a molecule and B molecule, and this is a C molecule. And which molecule will get evaporated? What will happen now? Once when we are supplying energy, this C will get energy, B will get energy, A is getting energy as we are heating this one. So then what will happen? Randomly they used to move. And we cannot say which molecule will escape into the atmosphere. Which will gain energy more quickly, that will escape into the atmosphere. So what do we call that? There is no particular order for evaporation of these molecules when we are supplying energy. Then how it will be takes place? Then what do we call this one? This is we are calling as evaporation is a bulk process. What do we call this? This is a bulk process. Evaporation is a bulk process. Okay, this is about then evaporation and boiling. Now let us see about boiling. What is the differences between evaporation and boiling? And evaporation and boiling both appears as the same, but there is a lot of differences there between evaporation and boiling. And what is the first one? What point we can take first one? The process of converting liquid state to gaseous state. Liquid state to gaseous state we can consider as evaporation, and boiling also the same. What we can take the process of converting liquid state to gaseous state. And what is the evaporation? Evaporation takes place only at the surface, isn't it? Evaporation where it takes place? Evaporation is a surface phenomena, isn't it? And so the evaporation surface phenomena. This is a surface phenomena. Then what about this one? And this will be takes place at any point. So what do we call this one? This is a bulk process. This is a bulk process. And here is then. And then this will be takes place. Evaporation will takes place on its own. So evaporation it takes place. It takes place on its own. On its own in sense, then it need not to supply any energy to that, and it can be takes place on its own. Then external energy is needed for this one. External energy needed for this process. and here once during the evaporation that systems becomes cool, isn't it? Because as energy is releasing out, then what will happen, the system becomes cool, and the system becomes cool, in this process becomes cool. Then here what will happen, the system, we are supplying energy, right? So what will happen, that total system becomes too warm, system becomes too warm. So these are the major differences between evaporation and boiling. What the difference between evaporation and boiling means, then we can take. Okay, no? Understood what is meant by evaporation, what is meant by boiling, and both appears the same. That is why many times this question is asked. And this will be takes place at any temperature, but it will takes place at a constant temperature. And these all things, just you go through once this one. Take a screenshot, Nana, if you want. It is a process of converting liquid state to gaseous state, both same surface phenomena, and that is a bulk phenomena. It takes place on its own, but it takes place extra energy. System becomes cool and system becomes warm. And these are the difference between evaporation and boiling. Okay, right. Now let us take one more concept of the boiling. So here is then what is the boiling, and again then we can take one moment, Anna.